So this is a recap of day 2 in London and a bit of this morning. So day 2 and day 3.
It's day 3 now.
Day 3 now. So yesterday we went all down the South Bank.
We did.
We took a train to Waterloo Station.
Waterloo Station, which is gorgeous and beautiful.
Yeah. And then we walked for quite some time.
Quite a few miles.
Yeah.
I think. We walked along the South Bank from Waterloo Station all the way to the Tower of London.
Yeah. And we stopped off on the way at the Tate Modern.
We went to the Tate Modern.
Which was amazing. Loved that place.
I want to go back so bad.
Yeah, I think we should go back.
Yeah.
We saw St. Paul's Cathedral from across the water.
Yes.
When we got down to the Tower of London and the Tower Bridge, we took a little look around. We crossed the bridge.
Yeah.
Yep. And yeah, what we went was good. You just get to see, right, how active it is down there and how London, much is going on.
Unlike most cities I've been to, London is incredibly active. There's a lot of foot traffic.
Yeah.
Where we went is a bit of the touristy area.
Yeah. So
it's expected that it's going to be crowded, but it was more crowded than I had intended, but not in a bad way.
Yeah.
Just a lot to see, a lot of people. If you're a people watcher, London, South Bank in London is an incredible place to go people watch.
Yeah, I mean, you see people from all over the world,
everywhere.
Right? Like so many languages that you hear spoken,
Absolutely.
so many styles of dress, people from everywhere
Yeah.
are there. And there's just so much going on in terms of like food vendors on the streets.
Buskers.
Yeah, everyone's got a beer in their hand, right?
Everybody drinks here.
It's
true.
Yeah, so we got to see all of that, took a really good walk, and then we decided to get the boat back up the Thames.
Right, so we took a train, then walked, and then took a boat all the way back to the station.
Yeah, back to Waterloo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was cool. It gives you a completely different view of the city, which I really like.
You get to see the other side a little bit more.
Yeah.
And it's just very scenic.
Yeah.
I think is probably the best word for it.
Yeah.
There's a lot to see.
Yeah.
And then we went to, as you do, you go to a pub. So we went to a place literally called the Hole in the Wall, and it was a hole in the wall. And while we were on our way there, one of the things I've noticed a lot is we are not particularly inconspicuous when filming. We're using an Osmo, our DJI Osmo Mobile 2, which is an iPhone, cell phone, whatever you want to call it, mobile phone, gimbal. So it allows us to take smoother shots and walk with it and shoot with it. Unfortunately, it draws a lot of attention from people on the street. So we had a few people kind of get in our face in a good way, not in a bad way, but kind of like, oh, hey, I'm on camera, let me be goofy.
The drinking doesn't help.
The drinking doesn't help. And one youngish particular lady who probably had been to a few pubs that day by the looks of it, did the same thing. Unfortunately, I wasn't filming at the time. But the camera was up, the screen was up, and so she thought that I was filming. And as she strolled away, decided to flip up her dress and flash us her very ample rear end.
She was wearing a thong, so there wasn't much left to the imagination.
No.
Yeah.
There was a lot to see there.
There was a lot.
There was a lot to see. I am very bummed. One of the things we've talked about... hey. British puns for the men. One of the things we've talked about is trying to film as much as possible at all times, because you never know what's going to happen, right? Yeah. And in an effort, you've only got about 2 hours, a little over 2 hours to shoot 2K. Yeah. And battery power and everything else. So you kind of want to be a little judicious, but trying to run the camera as much as possible. Yeah. And so that's one of those moments where had I been running the camera, we would have had some great footage to show you guys.
Take our words for it. Just have to.
Yeah. So that happened. Didn't get caught on camera. But, and then we had our pint afterwards.
Yeah, I had our pint.
The Hole in the Wall, which was playing American rock and roll music.
Yeah, it's located under one of the kind of bridges that the train runs over.
Yeah, so it sounds almost like you're drinking under a bowling alley a little bit.
Every so often it's like ba-bum, 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 ba-bum. Yeah.
And then we came home. We got back on the train, came back here, had some pizza, watched Britain's Got Talent, which is just as awful as the American version, and crashed out. So this morning... So one of the things we knew coming into this and we're trying to prepare for are the different things of problems that we run into as travelers, especially me as a first-time traveler. And we thought, well, hey, we've got laptops, we've got presumably an internet connection because we're in London. We've got batteries, cords, converters. We got all of it.
Yeah,
right?
we are
all packed into a
equipmented
giant
up
backpack.
at this point.
So we thought this morning we would get up and go to the coffee shop and get some work done because we are still officially on the clock. That is the point of doing these trips, is to be able to see some amazing things, do a little tourism, but also check in with the day job and do your day job work. Unfortunately, the first probably half of our morning was spent fighting with the internet to get my computer, which is a brand new MacBook, to get on the internet, and my phone to get on the internet. This PC user over here, no problems. So take that from that what you will. If you are planning on traveling overseas, you may want to be more of a PC person. I say that begrudgingly. But that happened. We did a little bit of troubleshooting, and we're able to finally get on, and I was able to get some work done. And now we're going to relax for a little bit, have some lunch, and head to the horse races and do a little